for you to get to the destination you want to get, you need to be in the kind of mentality where you realize that it's a battle of endurance. It's a battle of just sticking through, even if it's ugly. It's a battle of just like staying the course. Not about intensity, it's about you staying on that straight path. So what I mean by that is, you will see like any endeavor you start, let's say content creation, or like a writing journey. You want to be a writer. That's an example I used on a TikTok of mine, so I'm gonna just go with this. But basically, you will see others, you will have peers that are on a similar journey, that are not too far ahead of you, or maybe they're just a little behind on their journey right now, or they're a little ahead, they started a little earlier, whatever, right? You will see them on the same course when you initially start. But not everybody's gonna be getting from point A to point B at the same rate, right? And one may start way after you, but they seem to be ahead right away, because their approach is just like, or the person they are, the character they carry is just carrying them further at a quicker rate, seemingly, right? But at the end of the day, let's scope out and look at like 2 years from now. Right now it's 2025, 2027. Out of all of you, which individuals right now are still on that course, are still actually in a certain consistency putting out that work? Whether that's twice a week or 3 times a week or every day. It doesn't need to be every day, but like a certain level of consistency, whatever that is. Who is still basically in that space? Who is still actually there putting the chips in? Now, some obviously naturally they may have pivoted because they realize, yo, my strength is on this end, and like I wouldn't have realized my strength is on this end unless I started. So they started, and then they realized, yo, my strength is on this other end, and then now they went all in on that. For them, it's fully justified. They went all the way with something they realize is their gift, or they're able to really do their thing with that. Amazing. But you and the others that want to do this writing thing, who is still actually doing it? Essentially, it's like how, you know, that the tortoise and the rabbit story is basically like that. Like if you're able to stick through and pick up on things and grow and learn and actually still stay there in the long run in the same space, and like, you know, you're that committed, that speaks louder for you, and it gives you a kind of edge that the one-hit wonders, the ones that had a quick rise maybe, but then they just disappear. Life happens, you know. If it's for a valid reason, like, you know, they really pivoted to something that is their calling and they figured it out because of that, that's like powerful. That's more power to them, because they're doing it right. But if that's not the case, and you know this is still something you want to pursue, and you're sticking through it, through the ugly parts, none of it's gonna go to waste. Like literally, it might look like, yo, I've been here for 2 years now, like what's going on? But it's not like it's not going in vain, because it's giving you a kind of edge in experience and trial and error, and just like IQ when it comes to this side of things, that people can't just like replace you on this end. So years down the line, it might be your thing to become a coach at some point, or you may eventually get that rise, you may eventually get that overnight success. And that's not gonna be like, obviously to you it's not overnight, because you know you've been here this whole time, but to the world, you were not surfaced yet, and you surfaced, and now you have this whole catalog of all your other works from years before, showing how you evolved, showing every single things that fell apart, and then you built it again, and you went another direction, all this stuff. So now that you actually surfaced, when people love you for the content you have now, they could go into your catalog and they have a lot to look at. They have so much to look at, and they get to explore, and they get to like actually become loyal to you because of your mission, and they get to like resonate with you along that way, rather than you making your first video and you're going like blowing up crazy, but then you don't know what to do with it. Like you're not able to, like, now you're scared. You're like, it's like you have analysis by paralysis. You don't know how to take that next step because it's like overwhelming. Like you didn't realize this much power could come in this little time. And how do you, like, you may even crumble under that pressure. It happens to a lot of people we see in real time, in the music game especially. But yeah, point is, win the long game. And along the way, if you find something that becomes your calling and you get to pivot to it, great, good for you. But if you still like what you're doing, if you still know that's my thing in the long run, even though you may not like it at the moment, I just said if you still like it, but you get what I mean. You're not gonna like something when you're not seeing the greatest success with it yet. So it's hard to enjoy it when you want to, like, see the results. But if you know this is still your calling, like this is the thing that there was a point where you couldn't get yourself to just start on it, but now you're at least doing it, you should just keep putting that chip in every day. You should keep hitting with that hammer on that block, and you'll see whatever best will open up for you. And when that opens up for you, you're not gonna be dumbfounded, you're not gonna be lost, you're gonna be able to actually seize that opportunity and make something out of it. You're not gonna crumble under the pressure because you literally know how to traverse that. You know how it is. You know how it is to do that action, and so the best will come from there. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Go check out my TikTok, YouTube. I have been more active on there. Hopefully I could help provide some value through there as well, and keep showing up even when it's ugly. Assalamu alaikum.